race, the WSK Euro Series Junior Final. Kaczynski up into second place goes Elliott. Good start from Lewis Werrell. He's on the outside of Scott Lindblom though, the fastest qualifier. The Swedes in second and third. The German leads. Lewis in P4. Clean start for the moment, the first few corners of the junior final, the WSK Euro Series here at Franciacorta. The German in P1, his name is Tayem Saylor. Driving the Sauber Kart Republic, being pressured by the Ward Racing team driver Elliott Kaczynski. His countryman Scott Lindblom in P3. There's Lewis Werrell behind for the Forza Racing team. Elliott half thought about taking Tayem there, but had to defend from his friend, his countryman Scott, in third place. Bondi's in P6 behind Monza. Scott sends it down the inside into second place. Nicely done by the fastest qualifier for the Tony Kart Racing team, powered by Vortex. He sets off after their bitter rivals, Kart Republic, the Miami-powered machine in P1. Bondare, Portaro, Ramakas, Maria Germano Neto, Jack Iliff, Kralik, Aksoy up into P12 ahead of Schaufler and the Australian Lewis Francis. Lewis Werrell is the driver to watch. He's on the back of Kaczynski. He'll make a move into the hairpin. Elliott will try and defend. He looks over his shoulder. Lewis launches down the inside. Here comes Werrell, the Englishman, into P3. The OTK karts, second, third, fourth. And in P5 with Davide Portaro, the Italian for the Tony Kart Racing team. His teammate is now on the back of the German. Watch down into turn 5. Scott sends it. Lindblom leads. Nicely done. The Tony Kart Racing team go position 1. Tayem Saylor's in second. Scott needs to worry not about the German, but Lewis Werrell in position 3. Vortex, Tony Kart in first place. Oh, Lewis had a big look at the back of Tayem Saylor. The match-act-tuned TM engine on the Xpree kart of the world-class team, the World Championship winning team of Jamie Croxford, Forza Racing. He's in third place. Lewis from Lincolnshire, like lightning. He's the bespectacled, young, quietly spoken English driver. He is so damn quick. Look at him in P3. He's catching up to the back of the German. Tayem Saylor goes deep under brakes, but keeps it straight. Kaczynski, Bottaro, Bondi for the Prema Racing team. There goes the Ukrainian. It is the Swede who leads the junior final. Round 1 of the WSK Euro Series here at Franciacorta. Scott Lindblom in P1, fastest driver on the circuit, is way down in 25th place. It's Dries van Langentonk, who's had a terrible start, but he's the quickest driver on the circuit. Ramakas on the back of Ian Kralik. The Belgian for the Belgian team, VDK Racing, trying to drag himself into the battle. He's ahead of Alpak Soy as Tayem Saylor back into P1. They are fighting. Lewis is watching. This is only lap 5 of 16. Tayem goes defensive. Watch Lewis get the run at the exit of turn 2. Behind is Bottaro. Then goes Kaczynski, Bondarev. It is now a 7-kart fight for the lead. Tayem Saylor, Scott Lindblom, they go both go defensive. It's now a 4-car fight. Lewis up the inside as Scott takes the lead. Werrell into second place. This is ominous. Scott Lindblom retakes position 1. Tayem Saylor struggling to stay on the podium at the moment. He's in third place. Lewis looks left over his shoulder, sets off after the Swede who's got the lead. It's Scott Lindblom. Goes defensive into the hairpin. That will cost him big time on the exit. Kralik down the inside. What a race here today at Franciacorta. Scott looks left. Lewis says, go boy, go. Trying to pull away, Scott goes defensive. Lewis will tolerate this for no length of time at all. He'll make the move. Watch down into turn 5. Pushes the back of the Swede. Saylor tries to take him. Lewis around the outside, runs out of road. Saylor sends it back to second place. Here comes Bondi. Bondarev backing onto the podium. The Prema Racing team driver crossed the line a lap ago in position 6. He's now ahead of Lewis, who tried to lead. Scott, the Swede, in P1. What a race, the WSK Euro Series. Oh boy, into the WSK Hotel hairpin. Lindblom, Saylor, Bondarev. Back to Lewis Werrell, who falls off the podium. Unbelievable here at Franciacorta. Kralik is up into P5 from Ramekers. Aksoy. And the Pink Panther, Nicholas Schaufler. Into turn 5. The German on the back of the Swede. There's the Ukrainian defending from the Englishman. It goes to Tony Kart Racing Team. Sauber Kart Republic. The Prema Racing Team, who took victory earlier this weekend with Frederick Vesti in the FIA Formula 2 Championship at Monza. Well, they're in P3 in the junior final, the WSK Euro Series. The Kart Republic, second and third. The Tony Kart in P1. That's Iron up the inside of Lewis. Werrell, it's all going wrong for the Englishman. Now he has to defend from the Belgian, Thibaut Ramekers. Fastest driver on the circuit is Ian Kralik with a 48.906. Across the line at 124 k's an hour. Tayam Saylor in second place. He's dominated the heats. Scott Lindblom, the fastest qualifier, trying to pull away. If Bondi makes a move which is not best, or not even close to clean, which might be coming up now. Oh, he thought about it. Scott has a chance to pull away. We're approaching half race distance. The OK Junior Final, round 1 of the 2023 WSK Euro Series. Here comes the Pink Panther in the background. Ian Kralik, though, the German, goes by Bondi. He's up onto the podium. Half race distance here at Franciacorta. Lindblom, P1, trying to pull away from Tayam Saylor. Bondarev up the inside. Lewis, can he launch around the outside? There's contact. Lewis has gone through. Bondarev is out. He punches the wheel in disgust. The Prema Racing Team driver has retired, along with the second German, Ian Kralik. Look at the lead from both Scott Lindblom and Tayam Saylor. Surely it will either be a Swedish or German victory as Nicholas Schaufler tries to take third place away from the Englishman, Lewis Werrell. What an incredible race. The Austrians done it. The DPK Racing Kart Republic in third. The Sauber Kart Republic in second. It's the Vortex-powered Tony Kart in position 1. What a race. There's contact further back in the background. Kaczynski, Botaro, Zach. And Tiziano Monza and Christian Costoya, the Paralin trio. You saw that briefly coming onto the straight. We'll see how that shakes out. Al Baksoy, he's up into position 5 from grid 17. A heroic drive from Al Baksoy, who won the first round of the WSK Supermasters Series back at Lonato. The driver from Istanbul in Turkey. In the second Tony Kart Racing Team entry. Davide Bottaro, Zach Drummond, they came together right there 1 lap ago. They're both out. There's Schaufler on the podium. Lewis Werrell has dropped back. He's in position 4, 3 seconds off this. The battle for the race lead. Tayam is just shadowing Scott. Down into turn 5. 5.5 laps remaining in the junior final, round 1 of the WSK Euro Series. Different equipment, different limes, but there's nothing between them. Vortex-powered Tony Kart, Miami-powered Kart Republic. The bitter rivals for the best part of the last half-decade go 1 and 2. It's the Swede who's got the lead. It's Scott Lindblom in 3.15. 3.14, coincidentally, is the number of Tayam in second place, former German junior champion. Third in the Rotax Euro Series a few seasons ago. Scott Lindblom, can he break through for a big victory here in round 1 of the WSK Euro Series? Schaufler, multiple WSK podiums for the Austrian in 60 mini in years gone by, also a couple in junior. He's in third place from Lewis Werrell. Ian Kralik, who has retired, has got, well, some poor consolation. The 48.906. He is the fastest lap of the race, but he's out. This is not over yet. 4 laps remaining at the end of this one. The OK Junior Final, round 1 of 2. The 18th season of WSK promotion competition. As Scott locks up under brakes, keeps the kart as straight as possible. The Tony Kart Racer 401 RR chassis. running it loose this weekend, powered by the Vortex. All on these very soft Vega tyres on a warm day, the first weekend of September for 2023. He's actually pulling away ever so slightly from Tayem Sailor. The gap officially 0.2 of a second as Dries van Langendonk, who's come storming through from near on the back of the pack after a messy first lap by 48.7 for the Belgian. Closing in on the back of Jacopo Martinez, last year's mini WSK Euro Series champion, on the edge of the top 10. Down the back straight. Scott does not look. Tayem Sailor goes as deep as he possibly dares. This is perfect setup from the Tony Kart racing team. The race at 4:01 RR. It is coming on strong in the dying stages of the race. A 48.7 for Scott. He goes purple. He's put, well, a couple of thousandths of a second ahead of the German driver Tayem Sailor. 2.5 laps remaining, the junior final here at Franciacorta. Across the line last time at 123 k's an hour. Tayem Sailor driving the wheels off the Sauberkart Republic. But at the moment, he can't match the Swede, Dries van Langendonk, with a 48.6. Where would the Belgian be had he started a little bit further up the grid? There's his teammate, Lewis, head of Alpaxoy, Kaczynski, Kostoya, Monza, Eilef, Martinez, Van Langendonk, Salim from grid 23, the Colombian, last year's WSK Open Cup champion, in position 12 for the Prema Racing team. Scott Marsh from the back of the pack has passed 21 karts to be in 14th place. He won't make the podium, but a superb drive for the Brit. In the 363 Tony Kart, his teammate leads on the penultimate lap of the race. The gap is 0.19 of a second. Looks over his right shoulder. Tayem does likewise. He's got nobody to worry about. Nicholas is still in P3, but a long way back. 3 seconds, in fact. The last lap for Scott. 121 k's an hour across the line for Lindblom. Sailor with the slipstream, 124. They come down the hill into turn 5, too far back this time. Lindblom, the second generation racer. Wide line on the exit. His father Jan here at the circuit will have no fingernails left. Former Swedish touring car driver, also racing in Formula 3, Scott is potentially about to take the biggest win of his career, but not if the German has something to say about it. Down the back straight for the final time. Surely Sailor's too far back. Vortex versus Iami. Into the hotel hairpin. Scott defends. Keeps it straight. He accelerates. He wins it. Scott Lindblom from Sweden wins round 1 of the WSK Euro Series. A fantastic drive. Tayem Sailor 2 and the Austrian, the Pink Panther, Nicholas Schaufer on the podium in 3rd place. What a race. The Swede took the lead and he wins it. Scott Lindblom with a fantastic victory here. Scott, what a weekend. The Swede takes the victory from Tayem Sailor. Schaufer 3rd. Lewis Werrell will be disappointed with 4th. Great drive from out from grid 17. The Turk in P5 from the second Swede, Kaczynski, Kostoya, Monza, Martinez, and Salim Hanna Hernandez for the Prema Racing team. El Colombiano, who won the Open Cup last year, finishes in P10. Stay with us on WSK.it. The podium. Scott will stand on the top step of the podium in just a moment.